Turning Point USA event prompts protests, arrests at UC Berkeley left viewpoints. Officers arrested several people at UC Berkeley during a Turning Point USA event on November 10, 2025, following a fight outside Zellerbach Hall. Protesters clashed with event attendees, throwing objects and chanting slogans, expressing opposition to the event featuring Rob Schneider and Frank Turek. UC Berkeley's spokesperson, Dan Mogoloff, stated the university aims to support all student groups while ensuring safety at events. The event was marked by a heavy police presence due to prior incidents involving political violence on campus. Center viewpoints. On Monday, November 10, 2025, hundreds gathered outside Zellerbach Hall at the University of California, Berkeley, for a Turning Point USA event featuring Rob Schneider and Frank Turek, leading to 3 arrests after protests. After Charlie Kirk's killing, the Turning Point tour was rebranded following his fatal shooting at Utah Valley University, with attendees describing the event as part of deepening national polarization. Outside the venue, protesters threw glass bottles and set off flares while a man selling Charlie Kirk Memorial Freedom T-shirts was detained after a clash on Bancroft Way. The Department of Justice announced Tuesday that the civil rights will investigate what happened here, and I see several issues of serious concern regarding campus and local security and Antifa's ability to operate with impunity in California, Harmeet Dillon said, while UC Berkeley reported no investigation notice as of November 11. UC President James B. Milliken asked that chancellors review event policies and increase security after Cal spent $800,000 and $600,000 on prior high-profile event security, while Turning Point added screening and moved indoors under the University of California major events policy. Right viewpoints. Violence broke out outside a Turning Point USA event at UC Berkeley, leading to clashes between protesters and attendees, as reported by KTVU. At least 4 students were arrested for vandalism related to the event, with reports of injuries among attendees. A Turning Point USA spokesperson claimed the event was a success despite protests and violence, stating they had a packed house. Demonstrators shouted phrases criticizing the event and carried signs advocating for anti-fascism and liberation during the protests. Bias comparison. Left-leaning outlets frame the event around anti-fascist protesters, clashing, sometimes trivializing the event with D-list letdowns or focusing on brief violence. Conversely, right-leaning coverage employs highly charged language, depicting Antifa terrorists creating a war zone and explicitly blaming thugs for violently attack attendees, often linking them to Charlie Kirk's suspected killer or mocking his murder. Center perspectives de-emphasize specific group affiliations, reporting general, violent protests erupt or clashes with police. While all acknowledge protests and arrests, the stark divergence in characterizing protesters from anti-fascist to terrorists reveals deep ideological divides over free speech and perceived threats, particularly in the context of Charlie Kirk's death.